The first sound. So the first sound was like an origin story, if you will. It's like, every superhero has to have an origin story. So here's the robot philosopher's origin story.
Music is such a communicative language, and it's often referred to as the universal language for a reason. You can have two people that might not speak the same audible language, but through instruments, through music, they're able to communicate emotions and how they're feeling, and you can reveal a lot about a person from the way that they play their instrument. From the way someone plays guitar, even with drums, you can have drummers, you can give them the exact same piece of music to play, but they will play it slightly differently. They will put different inflections on different parts. So music is really tied into how we express ourselves.
The first thing that would ever happen would also have to have a sound that comes with it. And the sound doesn't come after the first event, it happens with the first event. And so, being a musician and studying philosophy in school as well, I was like, change is, always coincides with sound. Because sound is when you hear the vibration, which implies a change of state between two things. So the first thing that ever happened would have a sound, and that would be the first sound. So it was just my super pretentious way of being like, what's the first thing? Oh, it would be sound, the first sound. And also it sounds really cool.
This really gives the listener an opportunity to contemplate, that mystery of origin. We wanted to make sure that there was something on this album to contemplate that, because there are many different ways you can think about the origin of things, and and what that means, and if it's even important, or how important or how much it weighs based on how far we've come since then. From the first sound that was ever made to where we are now, we have to think about how many sounds have been made and how music has changed since then, and how much does that weigh, or how important is that based on our climate now. But it is important to think about, or at least it gives you the opportunity to think about it.
But yeah, that's all it's about. Just what happened first, what started it all, and what would that sound like?